right. Sorry, we were talking there. We wanted to finish our conversation. Welcome to Car Talk and Other Things. Week 13, lucky number 13, my favorite number.
Yep.
This is kind of cool, actually, now I think about it.
Yeah.
Because Friday the 13th was like
Last Friday.
Last Friday. So,
Yeah.
damn, we should have we started a week earlier so we could get it on Friday the 13th. We could do a special Friday the 13th Friday night episode or
That
something.
would have been cool.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah. That Alucard's making his appearance over here, and now I'm rubbing his belly behind my chair.
If there's ever anything like that, like the number 42, if you ever have 42, and we can kind of get that going.
Alucard making his appearance. That's what he does.
Because we started talking, and he knows what's going on, I guess.
Yes.
All right. We wanted to talk about the car show last week a little bit. It was on our. He's being him.
Yes. Okay.
It was on our last video. Yeah, it was on our last video. At the end, if you watched the whole thing,
was it our last? No, it wasn't our last video. It was Monday's video. Our last video was us putting the water pump on the 350.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes. So
It's early.
So Monday's this past Monday's episode is what. Yes. You guys would have saw the car show. It's more toward the end of that video, but.
And we didn't get all the cars. My camera took a shit. So.
No, it didn't really take a shit. It got hot.
Yeah, it got hot, AKA taking a shit.
Yeah, it got hot.
It got heat stroke.
Yes.
It died on me.
But that was a cool car show. If you guys watch that video again, okay, and you pay really close attention during the car show part, there's a black, I believe it's a 69 Chevelle, 68, 69 Chevelle with red interior.
It's our content. We can play her on video on our own live stream.
Can we do that?
Do you want to do that?
We can do that.
All right.
Yeah, it's like it's right around.
It's the only thing we can play. Only video we can play on our own side.
Yeah, it's right around the 28 to 30-minute range into the video is where we switch from working on Project Void up to the car show. Okay, back up.
Well, this is our stuff.
Yeah.
All right, let me get that on the screen here, and it might help.
Yeah. Well, we can show it to them a little bit. Maybe like, hey.
Yeah.
For the people
I'll just fast forward to the cars that we want to talk about.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find the Chevelle. Somewhere around here.
No, it's back, way back.
Oh, the black one you're talking about?
Yeah, the black. The one that basically stopped me in my tracks, and Liam just kind of kept going.
Well, I was doing a
There
thing.
it is. That's it.
I was working.
Right around in here.
Here, I'll turn
There it is. It's right after this vet.
Yeah, I know. That's why I stopped there. Yeah, here it comes.
Okay.
This car.
That Chevelle, I got to talking to the owner of. Oh, you guys are getting ready to get your flipping minds blown. Okay? You ready for this? Okay. If you guys happen to have the Velocity channel, which is now the Motor Trend channel, and happen to be fans of or have ever seen the show Speed is the New Black. This particular car was built on that show. Okay? However, that motor that is in it is not the original motor from when the car was built on the show.
See, I didn't even know this.
The guy that I was talking to that just recently purchased this car back in June, he has not had this car that long. When he purchased the car, the original motor that the show built and put in it was making some noise, and come to find out it had spun a bearing. So they went ahead and replaced the motor in it free of charge. But it's basically, as he said, it's just a crate 454. But, you guys ready for this? How much do you got? Take a wild guess. Wild guess. You guys chime in right now. How much do you think this guy bought this car for? This is totally a Barrett Jackson
Alright.
car all day.
All right. So, okay. Now I've watched Barry Jackson a few times. Let me try to
Okay.
rack my brain here. I'm gonna try to put an educated guess on this.
Do you look at the paint job? The paint job is
But how much?
completely,
Now, if it was all
completely
original,
flawless.
if it was all original, I'd probably go for more.
Yes.
But
But you also
Seeing
got to
how-
remember, Resto
Yeah.
mods have been going for a lot of money the past couple of years, so you got to take that into consideration too. And that would be a Resto mod.
yeah, it's because it's been shaved on some parts.
Yes,
Trim's been shaved and it's been and stuff like that.
The paint is freaking flawless.
Yeah.
There is not a swirl mark, a buff mark anywhere on that car.
That's the one thing you're going to get from car channels like that, is the car has to look good at the end. So they spend the most of their money on paint.
Well,
when they do a car like
it also helps that the guy that bought this car, that I was talking to about this car, is also a professional detailer.
Well, that'll work too.
So,
It has probably ceramic coating on it and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, like the expensive car wax and all that crap.
yeah.
So
Well, he
I'm
said,
trying to.
he
guess.
told me that it takes him a week of prep before each car show.
All right, I'm thinking 15 to 20,000 range. I'm probably saying like 17,000.
For that?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're so far off.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I-
I don't know the original. I don't know the original engine either. Because
The original motor was a completely built, like bigger than a 572. I forget how big it was. It was pretty nasty. But, and you got to think,
Okay.
he paid for the car before they swapped the motor. So,
Okay, so it's less than that? Okay. Tell me.
no.
What is it?
No. It's a lot more than that.
One more? Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I underbid.
See, I thought you guys would look at this car and go, easy $100,000 car. Which normally you would be correct. He got this car for 50.
Wow. I was way wrong. My Barrett Jackson information must have been. I haven't watched it in a few years.
But he
so-
didn't buy it at Barrett Jackson.
Oh, okay.
But it's a car that could totally be a Barrett Jackson car, is what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, definitely. Especially with the
He-
brakes, as aftermarket brakes.
He bought it through a broker
Okay.
and paid 50 G's.
Wow, they've really gone up. For my first thought was 20, maybe like 5 years ago it would have went for 20.
I wish we could show you guys the video that is up at the top of the screen there, that square body,
Yeah.
the 76. We
They
can't
can't see that.
we can't show you the video. Well, they'd be able to see the actual picture if
There, I
our
moved it.
face wasn't in the way.
I moved it. It's right next to it.
Yeah.
It's right here.
If you got see where Liam put the cursor at on that green and white
This one.
pickup up there in the far right corner, we can't show you the video, but
Yeah.
if you guys are familiar with Gas Monkey Garage on Discovery Channel, that truck was built on there, and it sold at Barrett Jackson for over $100,000. Recently got totaled in a car wreck. This dude bought it for 15 and is now restoring it on his YouTube channel.
Nice. That's hilarious. I might actually watch that.
Yeah.
All right. Any other cars you want to talk? Oh wait, I forgot about the wheel. We'll talk about the wheel later.
Oh, scroll forward to that Camaro that had the LS in it. because that is that's basically
It was a kit car,
yeah,
kit replica.
yeah, kit replica. This chick was in progress of building. There was a lot of Mach 1s at this car show. Okay. Where is it?
This was a nice looking Corvette.
Yeah,
A
that
Camaro.
that was a nice Camaro.
There's the
Then you got
Honda.
a brand new Civ. That's a turboed SI, brand new SI. Beautiful car.
Yeah, it was very well put together.
Yeah, military truck, deuce and a half, of course. That
Truck-
truck was really cool. Okay, here it is. Boom, right there. Pause it.
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, guys, right there. That's what the motor's going to look like in Darksin.
Yeah.
Just take and slap a turbo on either side of that motor and run some ducting and
Yeah.
an intercooler box and yeah. But remember a couple weeks ago we showed you guys the intake manifold on here on the live stream that from Summit Racing that I'm going to run. That's Holley's much more expensive same version of that intake. Now, Holley has a new version of this that you can see on Leroy's. On Leroy.
Yeah.
That Holley is now making a intake like that that has a built-in freaking intercooler.
That's what you need right there. That saves so much room and weight,
Okay, see,
and you can put the water. You can put a
you
water
still
tank
use
in
the
truck.
water tank.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. See how the top
Bounce the water
hat.
on more.
See how that whole top section. If you guys can see
Yeah,
it in the
it's
picture,
screwed
see
on.
how it's screwed on to the lower section.
Yeah, right
You
there.
unscrew that on their new version, and the intercooler is sandwiched between those two pieces.
That's the way to go. Yeah, it's definitely the way to go. It makes it taller, but
Yeah.
unless they lower the height of this a little bit, like make it more flush, like the stock stuff.
See, I
is.
wish we were able to pull up a picture of Leroy with that intake, and I don't know if we can.
I don't know if we should. Yeah.
Yeah, because then that's promoting his stuff, and yeah.
Cletus McFarland YouTube channel. Check it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
You'll find.
Yeah,
It's
look
the,
at-
It's the
Look at
it's the cage
It's-
Corvette.
twin turbo cage Corvette,
Or cart Corvette.
cart Corvette called Leroy.
Yeah.
That's the nickname. Look for Cletus McFarland and Leroy on YouTube, and he's running the new version of this intake with the air to water
Mm-hmm.
intercooler sandwiched between the two. You still run your same air tank or water tank in the back like you would with any other, water to air,
Yeah.
intercooler
And that
system.
balances out the car better. You don't have all that weight at the front.
Yeah.
Even though an intercooler is what, like 2 pounds?
Yeah, well,
know.
depending upon how thick and big and
Yeah.
you decide to go with it.
They could be like up to 5 to 10 pounds.
Yeah.
Depending on how many you have,
Exactly.
which is a thing, is a
Yeah.
problem that people have.
Yeah.
Or, yeah. pretty
But
much.
if you guys look at that real close, that is he's running the same accessory kit that I'm going to be running on mine. It basically eliminates everything. It has the belt, the bracket, and everything. It eliminates everything down to your basic of what you need on the front of the motor.
Mhm.
Your alternator. It eliminates your AC. Basically eliminates all the bullshit that, yeah.
Yeah. pretty much.
And cuts it down to your basics. So, yeah, that's basically and roundabout.
He didn't have an air filter on this. It's a work in progress. I don't know what he's going to do there, but I'm sure he has some kind of pipe he's getting welded up or something.
Yeah, he obviously is racing it. He had full slicks on the back, I
Yeah.
noticed. So
And he has shock cups.
his radiator's a little on the thin side, though. if you ask me.
If he's drag racing it, he probably doesn't have it running for that long at a time.
Well, yeah,
if he's trailering it.
Yeah, if it's a race only car, you can tell he's got aftermarket suspension too. Look at the top of his coilovers right there.
That's what I just said. He has shock cups.
Yeah, so, and that's a Gen 3.
It's
and then that's a Gen 3 Trans Am. That's the same body style Trans
That's
Am.
a better shot of it.
Yeah, there you go. So there's your it's a Gen 3 Camaro. He's obviously put some work in because also, if you guys really, really pay attention to the engine compartment, he spent some time hand sanding and smoothing a lot of stuff out.
Yeah.
Which we're going to be doing on Darksin, of course. Well, there's not really much to smooth out in Darksin except for the firewall.
Yeah.
So the firewall will get some
panels made. Aluminum panels made, and then we'll paint them and smooth them out, and make everything look pretty.
Because pretty much the rest of the engine compartment's just
few panels of aluminum won't make much of a weight difference. It'll be a few grams. So.
Yeah. Just gonna kind of smooth it out a little bit. As you guys know, we're going to be cutting that pinch seam off.
And a lot of things are going to be on that. We're going to have to put plates on most of it because we're going to be mounting a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Let's
see, and
like the firewall and stuff.
If I wasn't running twin turbos and I had a little bit more room, instead of going with the traditional motor mounts, I would probably be running a front and rear engine plate.
Yeah.
Instead of traditional motor mounts, but because of twin turbos and the limited amount of room that I have, engine plate option is really not much of an option for me.
Yeah, just solid motor mounts should be fine.
Yeah, so we're going solid motor mount, solid transmission mount. Again, we're going with the 5.3 cast iron. Everyday LS truck motor.
No machine work, just maybe some upgraded internals and that's
it. Some minor upgraded internals. Definitely changing the cam because you have to.
Want to change the rods if you're boosting because that's the weak point of LS engines. So
yes, we are switching out to a H-beam style rod, same style rod that we were going to be using in the 350.
And upgraded boost pistons.
Yeah. Some slightly lower compression pistons, even though they say stock compression pistons for LSs are fine.
Yeah, just a slight weak.
But
they can be a little weak. They can blow rings and stuff like that.
Yeah, but considering
it's better to get a better ring system because they can have some blow-by issues. With the pistons.
Well, with the power goals that we're going for,
and the boost.
And the boost, it's probably smart that we upgrade some things.
Yeah.
Not everything. I mean, don't get us wrong, guys. The LS motors are strong. They're very strong, very reliable.
But how much we're going to push this engine?
Most people, you can get away with freaking slapping some turbos on them, smaller turbos.
Yeah.
And run them and be okay.
If you're only pushing like 10, 15 pounds of boost.
Keeping it under 20, you're okay. But we're going to be upwards in the 50s and 60s range of PSI, so we're going to be needing some upgraded internals.
You're going T56 for now.
We're going T56 manual. We're eliminating the automatic. Might even put a gear vendors on the T56 because
remember there is that European company that makes a sequential for T56s.
Yes, but I learned a little something about the gear vendors overdrive system. It basically acts like a second gear for all your gears.
Okay.
So you can have your car in first gear, launch your car, push a button, you have a second first gear.
slow. Just creep.
And then you hit second gear.
It's like a 12-gear transmission.
Yes.
What the hell?
Yes.
That's just weird.
So, something to think about there.
Yeah, that might be good for road racing too. I might have to look into that. Have a sequential with the
With the gear vendors.
so you can have both.
Yes.
So you essentially have a 12-gear sequential transmission. That'd be freaky as hell. That'd be weird, especially if it all holds up to high horsepower.
Yes.
Oh,
Just saying. Just saying. Gear vendors,
I have to take a
guys.
minute after that.
Gear vendors is they're
I
not.
don't know what you'd use it for. How
That-
useful
that-
would it be?
they're not a fairly new thing. They've been out for a couple years, but they're finally starting to really get their
They're business in gear.
yeah their gear rolling.
Oh shit!
Their gear moving.
I'm sorry for that.
Puns. They're getting more popular thanks to SEMA and stuff like that. But they are freaking great. You can literally run them behind any. What the hell was
So
that?
my Hangouts just popped up randomly. I think
Okay,
somebody
that
tried
was
to
weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can pretty much run them behind any transmission, and it gives you a second gear for all your gears plus a overdrive.
Yeah.
So, say you have a 7-speed transmission, add the say you have a 6-speed transmission, you add the overdrive from the gear
I don't know
vendors,
how that
and
math works. I'm trying to do the math of how they would do the gearing and that. Yeah.
it friggin' basically gives you an overdrive to where when you're out on the fucking freeway in your high horsepower
Pretty much
race
splits.
car,
It pretty much splits everything,
yeah,
every gear into 2 gears.
yeah, it splits everything
Yeah.
and adds on top of that it adds a gear with the
It's pretty much having a
What's
power.
the
It's
overdrive?
like having a power glide behind your normal transmission, essentially.
yeah, in a way,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's weird.
But
Power Glide is a 2-speed transmission that was popular, or it's still popular.
in
drag racing.
in drag racing, freaking power glides are still like the top shit. I mean,
yeah, they're strong.
Anyway. Yeah. I mean, freaking import guys have even figured out. Yeah.
Especially like something like in a Supra or something.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
companies make freaking adapter plates and all kinds of shit now.
Yeah,
for,
if your Supra is like strictly drag or your RX-7 or something like that, yeah,
you
that would
can
definitely
pretty much
work, yeah.
run a freaking GM 2-speed power glide in pretty much about anything these days. So, yeah.
Did you see the LSX Corolla?
There's an LSX Corolla.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
AE86 Corolla, AE86 Terreno or 11 in Japan, which is a very popular car for early drifters.
Yes.
But it's also in the
Not
U.S. It was a Toyota Corolla. It came with a 16-valve four-cylinder.
Not to change the subject, but just to finish
Yeah.
up the gear vendors thing.
Go ahead. Sorry.
If you guys are interested in a gear vendors, I recommend you guys look into it. Especially if you do a lot of road tripping with your high horsepower cars, like we're going to be doing, like with Rocky Mountain Race Week Takeover, whatever the hell they call it, stuff like that. It's mostly more for the overdrive. That's why it's called a gear vendor's overdrive. When you're in your high gear, and you freaking click that gear vendor's overdrive on, it literally drops your RPM down to like 2,300.
Changes the gearing, come out.
And you're cruising like 75, 80 mile an hour.
Yeah.
And your freaking RPM's just nothing. And your gas mileage is, yeah.
Yeah,
So
for when you have like only a 2-speed power glide, that comes in real handy.
yes.
Because 2-speed power glides don't work on
They're,
highways.
they're not real great for, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You want to get your RPM up and go through a lot of gas and pretty much not miss a gas station going down the road.
Going down the highway at like 5,000 RPMs, yeah.
Yeah, your motor's just like, ah.
Can't hear anything.
Your gas gauge go. You stop at a gas station and your gas gauge just goes, and you're like, shit, I gotta stop again already.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
But you run a gear vendors, something like that.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about
All
it.
right. Anything else you want to talk about the car show? That's pretty much it. We didn't have very many cars. After
Yeah,
that.
we didn't really. We did a nice, good introduction to Side Chick. If you guys did not see this video, Liam can actually probably show you a little bit of it now if he wants to.
What?
The introduction of Side Chick, basically between
Oh,
us working on the car and
the
little quick, this part.
the quick drive that we had,
Yeah, that's
and my ingenious license plate blocking.
yes.
That took me forever to do, by the way. You don't know how hard that is to, yeah. Now I didn't get it perfect. I'm sure somebody could
Yeah.
probably, if they went frame by frame, they might be able to catch it.
Now,
But
this part right here coming up, you guys are going to think, wow, he's going like really slow or something. No, actually, I was spinning tire, bouncing off the rev limiter in first gear, and Liam was keeping up with me.
which
So-
my Miata can keep up with this.
So
bike,
here, this part
which
right here,
surprised me, especially
watch.
on corners.
right there, I did a countdown, and I jumped on it, and yeah.
Yeah.
I was right off the rev limiter. It just went, rah, bah, 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 da, bah, and I hit second gear, and yeah.
Which
But
messes with your clutch, but
yeah, but that was the somewhat introduction to Side Chick, along with the walk around of her at the show. But yeah, during that part, I recommend you guys turn up your volume so you can properly hear her and Project Void.
music might be a little loud for that. Sorry.
Do what I did on my computer speakers. Keep your finger on the button thing, on the knob. Turn it up, and then as soon as it goes back to music, turn it back down.
I need to think about sound more when I'm
But-
editing. I'm getting there. I haven't done that. I've done a lot of editing before. I've practiced on a lot of stuff. I've been doing it for years on, I had a Twitch channel. I have had several YouTube channels that haven't gone anywhere. But yeah, I'm getting better at editing.
He's really,
I have better
really
software.
good at the editing. He really is.
I use Lightworks.
But-
I don't pay for it, so the quality is not above 720. Or what is it? All of our videos, it's like, it's 720, 60 frames. It's still HD, but, I like to get up to 4K someday. But, yeah. And there's cracks and bugs on my windshield. There's a bug right there. You see the bug.
Yeah, but if you guys turn up the volume during the non-music parts, you not only get to hear Project Side Chick, but you can also hear Project Void because Liam's stomping on it to keep up with me, so you can hear
my tires don't spin, so
No.
I can keep up with him when his tires are spinning.
Yeah, and you can hear his car better in this video when he stomps on it because he's running without the top on it.
Speaking of my car, you probably saw this in
yes.
the background. We talked.
In the background,
Oh, here we go.
coming
It's
soon.
not that heavy, actually.
You guys
I'm just
will.
weak.
You guys are getting a sneak peek coming soon. These are the
it's-
new wheels
It's not that heavy, actually.
for Project Void.
Now the stock 16 by 6 and a half wheels that are on it now are actually heavier than this. Stock ones are 15. This is 12 pounds.
Okay.
That's why I can do this.
Are those the same diameter or are
No.
they slightly wider?
These are 15s.
They're
Shorter.
oh.
They're actually an inch shorter.
So
Look how wide they are.
So the
These are
rims
8s.
on there now are 16s.
16s.
Okay, so you're going
These are
down a
15s.
size.
I'm going down to size.
But you're going wider.
I'm going 1.5 inches wider.
Ooh.
1.5 inches wider.
Well, that's good.
That's damn good.
That's really good.
And now you're wondering why is that good? Well, more traction off the line for one thing, but more lateral traction too.
Now, will you be doing low profiles or doing standard sidewall?
It's I think it's 205 50s.
Okay.
Yeah. R50.
Because there's, the short sidewall
Yeah,
standard, and then you got
gonna
the
be-
kind of right in between.
They're going to be in between what they are. They're going to be taller than what they are now.
Okay.
So I get more flex
Okay.
on the tires. I can control flex a little better. Now you can also control flex with tire pressure, which what I'm going to be doing mostly. So a taller tire with a little more flex. Your tire actually flexes when you go into a corner, and it's everything's pushing
Yeah.
back and forth on each other.
That's why in
Actually, I like holding this.
Auto-
It's kind of comfortable.
autocross type racing and stuff, you don't want to run too much of a low profile tire because you need the wrinkle and roll
Yeah.
in your sidewall.
Some people get too short, which looks good.
Yes.
If you're going for looks, it's great.
but
but if you're
in
going for racing,
performance, it's not
You
gonna.
want low. You
yeah.
definitely want as low as you can get, but you still want that control. You still want the flex, and so you can adjust tire pressure for the track and
Yeah.
heat and everything like that.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be when we go to the track, we're going to be taking a heat gun. We're going to be making sure that the tires heating evenly. We'll adjust the camber and height and stuff like that.
They will see that the heat gun will not only be used for tires, but for many other things.
Yeah, checking engine temps. It's good for everything.
It's good. It's a good way to find out if you got a dead cylinder too.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Chalk. You also put chalk on the tires, controlling that flex with the air pressure, and seeing where the tire where it is. You just put a chalk line across the top of your tire.
You guys will be seeing a lot of that with both of our cars when we're at the track. You'll
see. We'll show you the pit stuff. What we're doing in between.
Yeah, adjusting tire pressures and all that.
Yeah, going through our steps of prepping the car and tuning the car and tuning the suspension, stuff like that. Not a lot of channels show stuff like that. They're just like, okay, we went to the track. Here's me racing. Here's how I did. Bye. And that's great. They don't show the tech. They might briefly go over it, but they don't show you like the details and the changes.
Yeah, and how.
It's really what I want to get into.
And how for the more power and stuff you have, the more intense they get with your tech too.
Yeah. Now we're going to repaint these. That's going to be a whole show.
Yes.
We're actually going into detail on the process of how we prep.
Now tell what color are we going? Is it going to be gloss, flat?
Matte black.
Okay, so we're going flat black. Okay.
Yeah.
Now it's got
some
kind of
kind of satin black.
Yeah.
Something that has like a little glow to it.
Because
now it catches people's attention a little bit.
That kind of a.
It's a satin
what would you
bronze.
Yeah, I was gonna say copper, but satin bronze.
It actually has a matte clear coat on it too, so it doesn't scratch or anything.
Don't get me wrong, this
looks great actually.
This particular color would be good if Liam was keeping the car silver.
Yeah. I don't know.
Or do you think it would clash too much?
I think it would clash too much.
It
would look okay, but it wouldn't look crazy or weird.
It would look really, really good with the black that he is going with on the car.
On the silver, yeah, I think the black will look better actually with the silver.
Well, no, what I'm saying, this color would also work good with your flat black on the car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your wrap.
Yeah.
This color would work.
Draw attention.
But the flat black with the wrap on the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I am going to go with the black matte black wrap.
Basically, it's getting murdered out.
Yeah.
If you guys are familiar with that, it came up in the race world. Basically, murdered out means everything is completely blacked out.
Yeah, and that's why I called it void, like the darkness, the void of space kind
Yeah.
of thing. It's so dark that nothing exists in it, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's why I picked the name Void. It doesn't mean that I'm voiding.
I mean, if we could even get away with smoking out the lights, we probably
Yeah,
would.
I'm
But
try.
but
I see
Arizona
I see light
Arizona
colors.
kind of has some weird laws with the smoke to light look. Just like window tint. That our wind.
Now, if it's easily removable, I can put it on the track or something.
Yeah, but
When it's a race car, I'm pretty much gonna. There's like when I'm turning to a race or a trailer car, I'm pretty much gonna shave them and just put murdered out blanks in the place in place.
well,
of
you'll have to for the track. You still have to have some type of a light because they've got to be able to see you.
Yeah.
Drag strips, you have to have at least one working brake light.
Yeah.
Because
Well, the third brake light will always be there, I think.
yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Right.
Anyway, yeah, we still have this up.
But
Anything else you want to point out in the video that we were talking about? The Chiefs tribute at the end.
yeah, our Chiefs tribute,
Which
which worked.
They're gonna have a tough game this week. I don't know.
Oh,
Man, the Ravens. All right, here's the other things part. We're gonna talk about Chiefs now.
yeah. The other things, football.
Football time. We're gonna have like a little football session
Yeah,
every
yeah,
weekend
yeah,
now
we're-
because
yeah,
it's
we're-
football season.
Yeah, we're gonna break over to football for a second, and then we'll go back to cars.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Chiefs play the Ravens this week.
well, the past two games they freaking whooped Raiders' ass last week.
Well, their quarterback's doing just as good as Mahomes.
Yeah, although yeah,
They have one good receiver and one really good running back that we have
Yeah.
to watch.
Yeah,
If we cover those two people, and we do a good job, the defense steps up, then we'll be able to be fine.
the Raiders were doing pretty damn good the first half of the game, and then yeah.
Now the Ravens' defense is okay, but they don't really have any star players. It's pretty much just a good overall defense, so we're just going to have to pick our way through that. And we have
Yeah.
the best running back. We have the best offense in the AFC West. Yeah, AFC
Yeah.
West. So
Yep. Oh, and if you guys notice in that that's up there right now,
there's the grill.
the smoker in the background, that is the smoker that I gave you teaser pictures of last week of the non-motor
Yeah, side project.
side project that me and Liam were going to be doing.
We're just going to call those episodes side projects when it has nothing to do with cars or motors or anything.
Yeah, that is more of not only a treat for us, but a treat for you guys because we're basically going to be getting it set up and restored, but set up to be able to go on some of the road trips with us.
Yeah.
Not all of them, some of them,
Yeah.
to where we can, have it set up in
Yeah.
our pit area and smoke
Yeah,
some meat.
you come by, we like give you like a couple ribs or something like that.
Yes.
It's like a snack that you can like carry around the pits and stuff like that.
Yeah, stuff like that.
And free water. And
Because
I really want to do the free water thing, especially in Arizona
yeah,
and the
because
hotter states.
we're those type of people. If you're thirsty, we're not gonna
They're
freaking
gonna bring a cooler water. We'll give it out until it goes until we're out. So,
we're not gonna freaking charge $3 for a water like they do at
Yeah.
freaking concession stands. That is the most retarded ass. That pisses me off, man.
yeah.
Especially in a state like we have here. You're going to the racetrack or something. Don't freaking charge for water.
Yeah.
With how much people get heat strokes and stuff here,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I understand charging for soda and alcohol and stuff like that, but don't charge people for water.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. 112 degrees outside, and people are at your event, and they've paid all kinds of money to get in, and
Yeah.
you can at least give them free water. Anyway, off the water.
All right, I think that's pretty much that.
But yeah,
Anything else you want to talk about with the video?
let's see. Oh, I did have a kind of a trivia type thing that I wanted you guys to get in on. Not saying we're going this route.
Don't lean over too far that way.
Okay.
You go off, you cut your head off.
Okay, not saying we're going this route, so don't take this wrong. Okay, this is just literally a trivia thing that I want to get you guys involved in. Okay, here we go. If you were building Darksin, okay, and your only option motor wise, but you could do to it what you wanted, but your only option motor wise was the 350, okay? With my suggestion, we have 3 options.
Yeah.
Okay. In my scenario, this fake scenario, okay, your 3 options motor wise is the current 350 version that we're building, that's almost done. Do you go with that one? Or option 2,
Take it back apart.
you take it back apart, you use the H-beam rods that we showed you guys in earlier videos, you switch out the pistons that we showed you guys. Instead of a turbo piston, you switch to a high compression forged nitrous piston, do direct port nitrous injection on an intake basically build a nitrous motor. Okay?
Yeah.
That's option 2. Option 3,
Do what you're normally going
no,
to do.
you take the, no, remember, your only option is the 350 in
No-
this
no machining.
in this scenario.
No machining.
No, we can do the machining.
Mm.
No LS
Yeah.
options. Only the 350 is an option. Okay. Option 3 in this scenario. We keep the rods that we bought. We keep the pistons that we bought. We buy the bigger cam valves and all that stuff. We get the machining done. Okay. Just like we would if it was going to be a turbo motor. But instead of a turbo, we put a dual carb freaking blower on it. Supercharger blower, whatever you guys want to call them. I'm old school. We always called them blowers. Newer guys call them superchargers. You know, the big one goes on top of the motor, has dual carburetors, big ass freaking 3-inch belt.
Pulleys, yeah.
Pulleys, just looks badass. And that's your third option. So 3 options
I'd
with,
probably go- I'd
with
probably
the
go-
350.
I'd probably go nitrous.
Okay, Liam's saying he would go the nitrous option. Me, personally, if I had the money and I was stuck with the 350, I would go with the blower.
Yeah.
Only because I've always wanted to build a blower motor.
Yeah.
Which on this channel I hope that at some point we will probably do. But, so you guys put up your opinion. The version that we got now, which is basically stock with a mild cam,
Yeah.
okay, and some headers, full nitrous motor, or full-on blower / supercharger motor.
But of,
Chi-
course,
China-
but of course, the plan actually is
The plan actually is you
sell,
already
sell
know.
the engine and sell the engine and transmission we have now.
Yes,
Get the 5.3.
yes. That is the ultimate plan.
And a T56.
Yes. Like
5.3 LS steel forged block.
yes, just like I said, I
Yeah.
thought about this for a day or two, and I'm like, you know, this could be a good
It's like-
subject.
It's an option.
Yeah, no, not an option. No, I thought about it for a couple days, and I'm like, this would be a good,
Just something to talk about.
like trivial, fiction.
Yeah.
Like something like that for you guys to chime in on.
Scenario.
Yeah, scenario. That's the word I'm looking for. For you
Or-
guys to chime in on and just be like, okay, if I only had those 3 options,
Yeah.
what would I do? Liam, he already said
Nitrous.
nitrous. Me, blower.
Because it's lighter weight and it's more.
Yeah, but the blowers are made out of aluminum.
Yeah, they're good. They're so good. 20 pounds. With
They're,
the
they're still
internals.
heavy, yes. Yes,
Yeah.
they're still heavy.
20, probably more than that actually.
Yeah. But, so,
It's a lot of aluminum.
yeah.
There's some steel in there too. Some steel rods and.
Well, and you got the freaking, the dual rotors in there.
Yeah, you got
and-
the.
Yeah. So,
You got the blades or whatever you want to call them.
so yeah. Chime in, guys. Friggin'
Yeah. Either now or in the comments later.
Yeah, get in on the conversation with us. Talk to us right now. Tell us.
So talk to us right now.
Yeah, tell us. Ow! No. Tell us what would you do?
We talked about the wheels. We
Talk
talked
about the wheels.
starting what's going on next week.
Let's see. Monday we are going to finally get the harmonic balancer installed.
Yeah.
Because finally going to go and get the stuff that we need to get that done. We're going to get that installed. Pretty much this week we're going to continue working on the 350.
I'm gonna get
Until-
paint. I'm gonna get some paint.
Yeah,
We're gonna start on those. I can't afford the tires right now.
yeah, well, yeah. Once Liam can get the paint and some Scotch-Brite pads and stuff, so we can scuff them real good. That will also be a video of, you know, you guys will see us tape off and
Yeah.
repaint the new wheels and show you how that goes. But yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much we're gonna be. I know you guys are probably getting tired of seeing the 350,
Yeah.
but we're
It's gonna be out here soon. Don't worry about it.
we're basically trying to stretch it until I get paid again. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys.
Yeah.
We're stretching it.
I spent all the money I had on those.
Yes. So you know we're stretching it. We don't have a lot of money, so sometimes we kind of hit a rut to where
Mm.
we have to take a project and we got to kind of stretch it for you
And
guys.
I quit one of my jobs.
Yeah.
So I'm a little low on funds. I just had some issues with my work and I had to do that.
Yeah.
But you know I still have the cheaper.
Yeah, he's still got some
I still
income.
have a low paying job.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna
Right.
look for another one quickly.
Yeah, so we're working on that. You know, technically, yeah, we could have put the 350 in hyperlapse and had it all done in probably 1 or 2 episodes. But we're not only stretching it for you guys, but again, this is also a learning channel, and we are trying to teach you guys step by step how to do these things. And we don't want our videos to be crazy long. So sometimes, yeah, like installing that water pump, you wouldn't think would take you that long, and normally it doesn't. But when you're trying to teach somebody how to properly do it, that water pump took 28 to 30 minutes to do, and that's a normal length for one of our videos. So,
It worked out.
yeah.
We're
But
trying to be as detailed as possible.
so the harmonic balancer will be the same way, because harmonic balancers
Yeah.
are a very important key part to a motor,
You have to
believe
get
it or not.
you have to get those right.
So, and we'll go more
Because
into detail on that.
It balances the harmonics. It does what it says.
Yeah,
It
literally,
balances the harmonics in the engine,
Yeah.
so things don't fly apart.
yeah, literally without a harmonic balancer, the first time you fire a motor up, it would literally shake itself apart.
Yeah, well, probably a little slower than that, but
Yeah, it would just,
it would start damaging the bearings and stuff almost instantly.
yeah, it would, your motor would instantly
Start
just,
spinning bearings and going crazy.
yeah, it would eat itself, basically. It would destroy
It
itself.
eats its own bearings,
Yeah.
and probably the everything else after that.
Yes, your motor would,
Chain.
yeah,
Probably throw a chain quickly after that.
it would pretty much be destroyed.
It'd stop running.
Yeah. You'd be replacing.
The machine
pretty
shop
much
might
everything.
be able to fix it.
Depending upon how fast you were going or whatever
Or-
revs or whatever.
RPMs. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Anyway.
so Yeah, so that's going to be Mondays. We're going to get the harmonic balancer installed, and then we got some brackets that need to get cleaned up and repainted, and those will get installed this week. And then when I get paid, I'm going to order the stand so we can get started building that.
That'll work. Yay!
Yes, we'll finally be able to switch from a 350 and start building our startup break-in stand, which I'm really looking forward to because I want to be able to start the motor up for you guys and let you guys see it and throw some flames out them shorty headers and yeah,
Pretty
you know.
much.
But yeah, well, I guess that's about it. I don't
Yeah,
really have
we're a little
anything
short
else.
today.
We were a little short last week. Gonna be a little short this week. They'd stretch out if you guys got in on the conversation. Just saying. But anywho,
So yeah, that's next week's videos, and then we'll be back here next Saturday, same time, same channel. I don't know if actually the same time. We gotta check the. Gotta look out for the time change. It's coming up soon.
is it? I don't think
It's like the next month or so, isn't it?
No, yeah, but I didn't think it happened until November. Maybe it's October. I don't know. We'll have to look at a calendar.
It's
and
October, I believe.
See. Yeah, I'll look at a calendar.
Because
Or
Solstice.
whatever. Yes. Oh, and obviously, time of year, all of our new shows are getting ready to come out. So, I'm representing today. Got to represent the dead.
I thought it was canceled last.
Oh hell no!
You're still doing that?
Oh yeah.
Walking Dead's still a thing? I thought it was like they ended that shit.
Oh no.
Or is this the last season?
No, Walking Dead's still going. We got we got
Alright, I
we
was
got
mistaken.
we got the Negan. And,
I don't watch that show.
Yes. And there's no more Grimes, but yes,
Oh, it was his last season.
yes, the Grimes is gone. But so yes,
All right. Well, I guess that's it. We're a little shorter than
yeah.
we normally are.
But we will see you guys next Saturday. So,
Yep.
Yep.
We're out.
Yep.